Who is gonna get exposed tonight?
Tip on that dick.
Every Namibian is entitled to my opinion.
Today, I've got three stories for you guys. The first one, Nguvi'S advice to Namibian women. Secondly, the Namibian newspaper getting slammed for covering this Nguvi story and becoming too much of a gossipy something. Lastly, Amushe and Julieta did they fake their breakup, or I don't know what is going on there. Let's get into these stories. The first one, guys, I just want to let you guys know that, no, guys, please, gossip is good for you. Start to enjoy your gossip nicely, guilt-free. I was going through on the internet. No, not only that. I was actually talking to somebody, to one of my friends, and they're like telling me, no, they're feeling guilty because I turned them into a gossiper. And I'm like, sweetheart, honey, there is nothing wrong with a little bit of fake gossip, especially if it's Namibian celeb gossiper shashi. Science has shown, look here, science says gossip can make you a better person. Can you read the science is actually saying that gossip is good for you. And read more here, read more these headlines here where they're saying, have you heard, gossip is actually good and useful. And lastly, it's good, it's a good thing. Gossiping is good. So Namibians, don't feel guilty coming on here sipping your tea on Namibian celeb gossiper shashi. Gossiping is good for you. It's good. Science is saying it's good for you. Who are we to argue with science? We should never argue with science. If science says this, then it is so. Anyways, let's get into the second part of the story now. Do you guys remember Nguvi? Nguvi is that lady that was accused of breaking the marriage of Tatewinya, who is a director, and who accused Robert Matwala of created that whole fake pregnancy scandal. Anyways, but now she's a motivational speaker. You guys know most that after you go through, after you get scruffed, you become a motivational speaker. So that's what she turned into. Anyways, she went on to social media and just explained or shared her advice or giving advice to ladies as to why they should never accept gifts from men. And if they accept gifts from men, they should always make sure it's in their name. So she went on her Twitter account and she posted this saying, never accept assets that are not registered in your name. If a man or anyone want to gift you a car or a house, then make sure those assets are registered in your name always. Another option is to let them transfer the funds to you and make the purchases yourself. This will protect you from a whole lot. So this is somebody speaking from experience, eh? But to be honest, I obviously agree with Nguvi. Nguvi is making a good point. Ladies, you guys know that Adam's gender cannot be trusted. That gender is very, 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 very cunning. And you guys know that gender likes to screw us. So whenever a man is really giving you or whatever you something, make sure it's in your name so that he can never come take it back. Have you guys heard about that Winya? They think Winya was like Winya, that apparently he took back one of the cars that he gave to his exes. Yes, he did that. Men do that, or not men, but Adam's gender do that a lot. So Nguvi here, her advice is on point and I support her. So ladies, what do you think? Is she wrong or are you also supporting? And I know Adam's gender will come on here and what this and what this are, but we all know that it's true. Anyways, let's get into the second story. Now, after Nguvi shared this advice on her social media, the Namibian newspaper shared also, they made a headline out of this story where they went onto their Twitter page, and they posted this saying, socialite Nguvi took to Twitter to advise her followers to never accept gifts without ownership certificates. After they posted this, Namibians started to drag and slam the Namibian newspaper for being too gossipy. But I'm like, no, guys, am I the only one who doesn't have a problem with the Namibian newspaper reporting on gossip shashi? As I told you before, gossip is good for you, and we all need a little bit of gossip in our lives. So I don't understand why people are slapping the Namibian newspaper, Shashi. The Namibian newspaper is just not for politics and all this and all that. It's supposed to cater to all of us, to the whole nation. Like, and can I be honest with you guys? Honestly, I as Hoti, to be honest, I could care less for politics. I really don't care about politics. People can report about cola money getting stolen or fish rod or that. Honestly, deep down in my heart, I really don't care. But I'm more into gossip, celeb gossip. This type of things is what I'm into. So the Namibian newspaper should cover everything and accommodate us that they've got no interest. Or do you guys think that the Namibian newspaper is becoming too gossipy? Even Nguvi herself went on her Twitter account and she posted this whole thing, slamming the newspaper for saying this, for reporting in this. But I personally don't have a problem with the Namibian newspaper, whatever in this. And look at how these people are. Look at this one saying, who's in charge of the Namibian? Seriously, get something better to do. Journalism is definitely not for you. Who's this? This, to be honest, there is nothing wrong. Not all of us are into politics or whatever that. Some of us just want a little bit of gossip, and the Namibian newspaper should also cater to us. It's not just for you guys, but more politics and you can just see more people dragging the newspaper. Anyways, there is that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, let's get into the whole story of Amushe and Juliet. Are these guys really, did they really break up or are they back together? Here's the thing, you guys know that I reported to you guys that Amushe and Juliet broke up. I reported that because he confirmed it on his live. And initially, I never believed those rumors, Shashi. Amushe will be a fool to leave Juliet. But after what I heard of him now, I'm like, okay, he can leave Juliet, Shashi. He's trash. Juliet deserves something better. Anyways, people, not only people, but us people that are nosy, have been noticing a little bit. It's like Juliet and Amushe have been spending a lot of times together, okay? A lot of times together that got us questioning that Nongucha. And it's this whatever hints. The first one is this dog here. Look at this video or this picture of the dog. Amushe likes to upload this picture of this dog right here. And look at Juliet uploading the same dog. So that means they're in the same place. Secondly, look at this picture of the car. Juliet has been going on her Instagram account uploading a picture of the inside of a Mercedes-Benz. I think this is her giving us hints that they're back together. This is the picture of that Juliet has been posting on her Instagram account. Look at that thing on top. Can you see that cashew there? Now look at what Amushe posts on his Instagram, whatever there. Can you see that this is the same car? Look at that cashew on top there. It's the same car there. So that means Juliet was in Amushe's car and they spent some time together. So I just feel like they're here lying about their breakup and all this and all that. And to be honest, I'm actually said, okay, I don't care about Juliet faking this whole thing. But Amushe, a big man with balls dropping, is also in that game of faking stories because he wants to be famous or he wants people to talk about him. I'm really disappointed in him. I really am. But as far as I'm concerned, I actually believe that they're back together. I think so. And remember when I initially reported this story, I said in that video that Nogucha, I did not believe them. They broke up and they just wanted to screw fast and all this. I think that's what is happening here. And by the way, guys, I was on a live with Miriam. I'm busy preparing that tea for you. Amushe went on that live and dragged me. He really dragged me, calling me the gender confused and the third gender and all this and all that. And I'm like, I wanted to go on and I wanted to come on here and drag him. But then I'll be like, no, but Namibia something that will be hypocritical of you. Why am I upset Amushe dragging me if I also drag him? So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Anyways, but can I be honest with you though? Although I'm thinking, oh, whatsoever they're back together, Amushe was on my live. They're begging girls to date him, asking girls to DM him for him to go on dates with him. Like, what kind of a trash is that? Like, isn't that too much trashy? And I'm like looking at Amushe. So this is how Amushe picks. And there's honestly girls out there that will DM this. How much of a Oh, anyways, let me just keep quiet. Anyways, listen to this girl explaining what Amushe did on my life. Listen to her just explaining the whole scandal. And to be honest, I wanted to come on here and drag him, but I'm not going to do it, Shashi. He is allowed to drag me too. Oh yes, you guys know that I like to drag Amushe, so Amushe has got a right and a privilege to drag me. Listen to what the person said on my life and whatsoever. And if you haven't been watching my lives, you have been missing out a lot of things I hear. You missed out. Anyways, what do you guys think about all these stories? Let me know in the comments down below.
I'm
What's
okay. And how
up?
are you? How was
I'm
the
good,
live?
thank
Tell us,
you.
how was the live?
The life was okay, but and that Amushelelo ne is fighting hard.
Mm, mm. But say, actually, I missed that. What was he saying? I know.
My dear, Amushelelo
Mm.
is here saying, "Kama, what suing? Kama, apparently you are confused with your gender." Is Amushelelo okay?
Telling me.
Yeah, when you're live with Miriam, you are saying such things. Apparently you are confused with your gender. What not? A lot of nonsense.
Amushe said that about me.
Yes, my dear, he said it. I'm not
I did
lying
not
to
read
you.
the
He said it.
comments. I did not read the comments. I was
My
not
dear,
reading
you
the
are saying
comments.
such things. He
No,
was
no, no,
saying such
but it's
things.
no, but it's entitled to his opinion. But are you really going to care what Amushe says? A scammer, okay, a scammer. You honestly want me to
Oh,
be heard from a scammer?
Skema Valley.
No,
I'm
but tell me
Marushiri. But
what was
anyways, I
Amushe
really
saying
like
exactly? What was Amushe saying? I didn't hear what he said. Tell me everything he said specifically about me. I want to hear so that I can
let
drag
me see,
him.
let me see,
I'm
let
going
me
to
see, let me
drag
see, let me
him.
see. Wait, he was like, apparently what did he say? He was like, I think he was asking girls to DM him, girls who want to go to a lodge with him or something like that. Something with girls DMing him or something like that. And then he was like, no, apparently he's not scared of somebody who hides their face or whatnot. Apparently you're the confused gender, what not. Something just the stuff. So I don't know, my dear.
Good. Oh no, I did not know about that. I actually did not know about because I did not read the comments. I was just busy with Miriam. I did not read about the confused gender.
Cover someone tag Amusha. Just tag him, my dear. Just tag him. I can back it up, my
No, no,
dear. I'm
no,
the
no,
queen
I
of
will
talking
drag
shit and
him.
backing it up. I'll back it up. I'll back it
No,
up.
I'll drag him.
I read everything he said.
I'll drag him.